Hello and welcome to a new video. I thought today I would show some books that I have bought recently. I swear I've been going a little bit crazy. I need to stop. I'm well aware of that. But I thought I would go through and show the books I got anyway. First off, of course, I got Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I am absolutely terrified to read this book. It's not super long, 380 pages, but I know it's going to kill me. So I haven't read it yet. If you don't know, this is a book in the Hunger Games series, and this will be following Haymitch's Games, which is the 50th annual Hunger Games. So it is a quarter quell. I don't know actually how old Haymitch is when he does this, but I know that it's probably going to be really hard to read. I don't remember exactly what makes Haymitch's Games different, because it's a quarter quell. Maybe there's double the amount of tributes. I feel like that might be it, but I don't remember exactly. But I know it's gonna hurt, and every single review I've seen people post is just them like crying. So that's great. The back says, when you've been set up to lose everything you love, what is there left to fight for? Which is a very Haymitch quote. Haymitch is like my favorite character, so yeah, I'm really scared to read this, but I'm actually reading it for a book club this month-ish. I just know this is going to be really painful and really amazing. I stand by the Hunger Games books and movies, but the books in particular, they are the best written books of our generation. Like, Game of Thrones this, Game of Thrones that, I don't care. The Hunger Games is the best, most well-written series of our generation. And I mean, it's not like they're underappreciated. I know they're incredibly famous, but they're just so good. And that's why I'm so terrified to read that. Next, I bought these actually separately, at separate times, but I have Assistant to the Villain and Apprentice to the Villain. The Apprentice to the Villain's got some cool sprayed edges. This is book 1, and this is book 2, I believe. So this is a fantasy story. I don't know if it's a romantasy, and I also don't know if it is YA, yeah, a laugh out loud fantasy romance. Then there's some violence and stuff. So I think it's adult. No, Entangled Publishing. It's priced like an adult, I think, $20. Anyway, this is a book about Evie Sage. She takes a job because she needs money. And she takes a job for a boss that is evil, I think in the literal sense, and she just is doing her job. She's the assistant, and now they are, but she's trying to ignore the fact that she's incredibly attracted to him and really starting to like him, and their relationship ensues from there, I presume. I don't really know what the overall storyline is, if they are fighting a king or what. The font gets smaller in book 2, I can tell you that. But yeah, I am really excited to give this a try. These are really fun covers, and I love a cover with a dramatic a font for the title, that when that's the centerpiece. So I am very excited to give this a try. I don't think it's a completed series, unfortunately, but regardless, I'm really excited to read it. Next, I got this book at a book signing. This is Retreat by Kristen Ritter, the actress. This is her debut novel. She plays Jessica Jones. I am a really big fan of her already, so I'm very excited to give this a try. This is not a super long book. It is a adult thriller mystery. This is the signing. It was really fun, which is definitely not my usual genre, but it sounds really good. It's about this socialite who kind of has to, or it's a con artist who has to get into a socialite's life, and it's a very interesting premise. Like I said, I don't read a lot of mysteries, but I think this one sounds really fun, and it's only like 230 pages, so 260. But it sounds really good. So, and it sounds like it'll be a good like poolside beach type of read. So definitely interested in getting to it. Another duology, or at least I guess that wasn't a duology if there's more coming, but this is Gilded and Cursed by Marissa Meyer. I have been waiting to get these books for so long. I was just waiting for them to be in paperback, and they finally were, so I think I actually bought them around Christmas time. I don't remember, but I am very excited. If there's one thing our girl Marissa Meyer can do, it is a retelling, and I love her writing. I've read all of the Lunar Chronicles, and I've read the Renegades series, and I love every single one of them. I think she's just a really fun writer, so I am very excited to get into this series. This is a Rumpelstiltskin retelling, who is my favorite character in Once Upon a Time. So the king orders her to spin straw into gold or be killed for telling stories or telling lies. And so she unwittingly summons a mysterious boy to her aid. He agrees to help her for a price, and so somehow she's going to spin straw into gold. Is that what Rumpelstiltskin's actually about? I don't know. I don't know anything about the original Rumpelstiltskin story. But I'm really excited for these, and I just know that they'll be fun because she always writes a great book. Next, another duology. I got One Dark Window and Two Twisted Crowns by Rachel Gillig. I have been hearing so many good things about these books lately. These are gothic fantasy romance retellings that just sound so interesting, and I even was able to find, I think this one was a used copy, which is nice. So this is a story about a character named Elspeth, which I hope she has a nickname because I do not understand that as a name. Anyway, she finds herself in a very magical world that she didn't really know was there. It says thrust into a world of shadow and deception. She joins a dangerous quest to cure blunder of the dark magic infecting it. And to do that, she meets a highwayman who is the king's nephew, and he is guilty of high treason. I've been hearing so many good things about these, and that it just has a really good like gothic dark fantasy vibe, and that they're just really immersive vibey type of books, so I am really interested in them, and they're actually on my April TBR. Will it happen? I don't know, but I am very excited to give these a try when I read them. Next, I have this special edition copy of My Dark Beast by Olivia Wilderstein. This is a book that I got at the New Bookish shop. I got this special edition because I just couldn't resist how beautiful it is. This is a Hades Persephone Sleeping Beauty retelling. I got it because it is a standalone romance fantasy, and I just thought I want to have a standalone, and it's just so beautiful I couldn't help it. She meets this man in her dreams, like kind of like the Sleeping Beauty part, and then it's kind of like Hades Persephone. He's like a boss. He might be a mafia boss. I'm not entirely clear on that. And they meet each other in their dreams, and she thinks it's all fake, but I think she discovers that it's real. I'm not entirely sure yet, but it sounds really good, and I cannot wait to read it. Next, I have 9-Month Contract by Amy Dawes. It's got these adorable sprayed edges. I also got this at the Bookish shop. This is an author that I absolutely adore. She wrote one of my all-time favorite contemporary romances, One Moment Please, and I am so excited to pick this one up. That is a surprise pregnancy. This is kind of a surprise pregnancy. This is a story which honestly it low-key might be like my very next read because I think it sounds so good. As a joke, this guy's brothers post an ad in the paper, or like an ad on the, maybe it's just like at the bar or whatever. Either way, they post an ad for saying that their grumpy outdoorsman needs a surrogate, and even though it's posted as a joke, she actually answers the ad. So she actually answers the ad, and a relationship ensues that originally is her being a surrogate for him, but they definitely just start to develop feelings for each other, and it just sounds so fun. Amy Dawes just writes hilarious books, and I cannot wait to pick this one up because I know it's going to be just as fun as her other ones. And if I am not mistaken, I believe this is the first book that is traditionally published for her. Don't quote me on that, but I think it is, which is really exciting because I love her. And I also just was reading on the back that she lives in South Dakota, which is interesting. I did not know that. I have a lot of family there. I was just there a couple months ago. So that's exciting. Yeah, I've also read, no, I haven't read that. I'm lying. Don't listen to me. I forgot her book, Wait With Me, was turned into a film on Passionflix, which I would love to watch. I'd like to read it first, but I don't want to pay for Passionflix. I have enough subscriptions. Next, this is a YA. I believe it's a YA. I got Dating and Dragons, which is this really cool, like, Dungeons and Dragons romance. I just thought it sounded so fun, and I'll go through phases where I'm like, I don't need to buy YA romance. I don't read those anymore. But then when I read a YA romance, I just adore it, and I have so much fun, and it just brings me such joy. So I thought this one sounded really cool. Anything kind of nerdy like this just sounds fun. This is about a character who is starting over at a new high school and joins a D&D group to make friends, and then it is found out that there is a very cute and charming guy, and so she slowly starts to kind of get used to everybody and get to know everybody, and it's relationship ensues from there. I've heard really cute things about this one, and I guess it's a sequel because it says author of Dungeons and Drama, so maybe Dungeons and Drama came first. I have no idea. This is just the one that I heard about first, so I am excited to give it a try. And it looks like a really short book, and the font is huge, so it'd probably be a very quick read. Lastly, I picked up Oathbound by Tracy Deonn because this is the third book in the Legendborn series. I've only read Legendborn, I haven't read Bloodmarked yet, but I really enjoyed Legendborn, so I definitely want to keep collecting the series as they come out. It's such a unique magic system and such a fun story. This is a King Arthur retelling about a character, her name is Bree, is going to like this boarding school, and she uncovers this magical world of King Arthur and magic and knights and demons and all this stuff, and they're a group of the descendants of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, essentially, protecting this realm from the other realm of like evil demons and stuff. So it's a really interesting magic system, and I cannot wait to keep reading in the series because they are just so fun. I also thought it had a really good romance in the first one. And I'm very interested to see where it goes because it's kind of love triangle-y, and look, I love a love triangle. I think that they are popular for a reason, okay? And this one is really good because I genuinely don't know which guy I like better. She could pick either. She could pick both, and I'd be happy. So, I hope you enjoyed my little haul. I need to slow down with the book buying. I need to stop. I'm saying I am on a book buying ban, at least for a little while. We'll see how long that lasts. It's not my fault they just opened a romance bookstore right near me, so... Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!